Uh, this will probably be the last session. This is gonna be a fun finale.
Oh no.
Yeah, I already started talking about that last time. We'll probably talk more about it in the debrief, but
Yeah, I
things
guess it's
are
time
wrapping
to
up with this.
cash in all the chips.
Yup. This is cash money time.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Yep.
That's a
All
good
right.
question.
Hey, so we got EHH here, so we are ready to go. Let me go ahead and find out where I am in my notes. I make big sprawling pages, and then I forget where I'm supposed to be looking. All right, here we go. Welcome everybody. Welcome back to Urban Jungle, a game of intrigue, dark magic, and terrifying darkness beneath the earth. Our story takes place in the city of Trikoga, an industrial city in the year 1923. It's been a week of tumultuous strikes and threats of violence, but unbeknownst to the city, there are great dangers lurking beneath their very feet. Here, we'll introduce our heroes, attempting to stall great catastrophe. Let's go ahead and hear it for our intros. Let's start at the top. Theta, who are you bringing today?
I am Dante, the original. Famous sloth magician, clairvoyant, fortune teller, dedicant. My personality is mercurial, and my motto is always face the curtain with a bow.
Wonderful. Follow that up with Cody. Who are you bringing here today?
Hey everyone, I'm Cody. I'm bringing in Edmund. He is a reporter slash spy, and my motto is you can't hide your. Oh my god, I'm so
It's okay. Take your time.
sorry about the last one's like, oh god. Sorry. I'm Edmund. I am a reporter slash spy. I am a and my motto is no matter how much you try to hide your dirty secret, I'll find it out, and I hope we got a good smile for tomorrow's paper. My goals
Wonderful.
are
Go ahead if you're going to say them.
Something is going on here with my mic where I think you guys can hear me, but I can't hear you guys.
Oh no.
I can hear you all just fine. Though I do think that Cody's cutting out sometimes.
I can't tell if he's cutting out or he just stops talking. Also,
Yeah, it's confusing.
Right.
Heck and Hound
So let's
can't
go
hear
ahead and
us.
keep the momentum going then. EHH, go ahead.
My name is James Green. I'm a Deer Knight debunker. My motto is there's gotta be electrical explanation. And my goals are to make a scene myself as debunker, debunk a psychic, put him into the entity, stop Osborne, make a magazine more to the front, and find the temple.
It's such a busy life. Let's see. Hey, Ender, are you ready? All right, still some issues. Let's go ahead and
There we
proceed.
go.
Hey,
I think I fixed it there. There we go.
wonderful. Ender, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Who are you bringing to the table?
Give me one moment here to pop in game. Okay, there we go. I am playing Zechariah Jericho. He is a Bat Knight telekinetic. His motto is, I won't let the people I love get hurt, never again. And he shares the party goals of stopping Osborne for good, finding the location of the hidden temple, and destroying the entity of Willow Springs. And he has the added personal goal to find out more about the ritual that killed his brother Jasper.
Wonderful. And last but not least, Rafferty.
Hello, world. I am playing Claudia Greathouse, the Fox Rich, masked vigilante monster hunter, because she is also the woman in black, where her motto is justice tempered by mercy. And yes, I too want to save the city and punch a bunch of people. And I would like to spend 8 of my experience points.
Absolutely. What are you going to spend it on?
Endurance.
Wonderful. That is a great idea.
And
Anyone
that's it,
else?
I'm done.
Anyone else have anything they want to go ahead and handle right now? Going once, going twice? Okay, let's go ahead and proceed then. So, to recap, our heroes have betrayed the expectations of Osborne, leading to the kidnapping of Edmund by her gang. Those who remained those who remained decided to ally with Kent Knight, a professor at the university and a Zeta lieutenant. He has since revealed he worked with the Zetas, hoping that they would grant him the manpower to dive towards what he calls the Temple of the Strong Force. Now, with the nobles disposed of, he's keen to add any extra manpower he can get to his expedition. All the better if it can end the Zeta's old project too. The woman in black, Zechariah, and James descended down with him and his motley crew of a few Zeta fraternity students. The Red Company hired guns, and Mr. Gray looking to scrounge up some more magical trinkets. Underground, a haunting melody began to assault them, and in the sub-temple they discovered it had since become inhabited by terrifying, mangy creatures. Nonetheless, these creatures were amenable to the party. Their gang of Adramelech was opposed to that of Gamagen beneath the surface. A promise and a camera was enough to sate them for now. Now the crew heads deeper. Meanwhile, on the surface, Dante put an end once and for all to the machinations of the noble family, using planning and trickery to bury the matter once and for all. Now he stands poised and ready for what he knows will come, if his friends can bring it into being. So day 2. You all sleep in a naturally eroded dead end. Lights out to avoid attention, the echoes of a pan flute being played back in the temple, reminding you of what may be nearby. The air is cool, and a breeze whistles through the caverns, but the stone is still warm and a small comfort as you rest. Once everyone has a night of sleep, supplies are packed up, and night is ready to proceed downwards. When I was here before, we didn't go half the distance downwards that we could. There was too much at risk. Even when I was young, I was cautious. I thought we could come back better armed in case of danger. I never saw anything, but I know there must be something there.
Well, you didn't know about the flesh-eating ghouls, so things have changed in the last 20 years.
Maybe just a bit. Maybe just a bit. But something's changed here too, I have Tommy guns now. Let's see what they think of that.
They're doing a really good job of keeping this secret from the feds, because you think they'd find this secret bootlegging network down here.
Oh, well, we did have to dig about 30 meters to get down here in the first place, and I take it no one really checks out those flood tunnels very often.
Well, it isn't actually a network, because there is only one, according to your map, there is only one way of entry, so I suppose there's that.
Well, one way of entry that I know of. From what I've seen, this set of caverns may connect to others, but the journey there, we did a short hike. It's empty. There's nothing. It probably goes on for miles and miles, and we just weren't ready for that kind of expedition either.
Some sort of strange, forgotten civilization living underneath Tricogo. Lost to the ages.
And we'll be the first to loot it. Well, I'm ready to proceed if you all are. You have a little bit of light. You have plenty of supplies. We're all rested. Let's begin. And you all will go ahead and set down into the depths. So, since this is going to be another long hike on another day, can I see some body endurance out of people? And whoever decided to bring the outfits that actually gave them spelunking gear, you can add your D8 to it. Ragtag group, if ever there was one.
There's 3 successes for me.
Yep. Turns out you are fit and well equipped. And James just barely manages not to stumble down a small drop as everyone is getting out their climbing gear and descending deeper and deeper. So we'll go ahead and proceed you 5 miles into the center of the earth. And I will do
taking lots of photographs. This is going to be like, This could put you on the map, James.
Yeah, I could be a brick. I could be a real.
Look,
Yeah,
look here. There's hieroglyphs. Strange, they weren't here when I was last here, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised anymore, should I?
I love how you're surprised. I can't believe things changed in 20 years. You've witnessed the invention of, like, the telephone.
Yes, but I didn't expect maybe they'd have telephones down here or something. Not that foolish.
The idea that someone might wander by in the last 20 years and write, John Loves Mary.
Meanwhile, in this set of tunnels, there are actually many connections, in and out of this main path. Some of them appear eroded, and some appear intentionally dug out. Holes line the ceilings and walls, threatening that something could come out of their darkness. Huh, if we just peer closer to this one, maybe I'll get a better read on them. I have my charcoal here.
Well, whenever he pauses to do his scientific stuff, we need to pause and, like, take pictures and put our pickaxes next to things so James can have scale.
Of course.
yeah, and I'm there taking notes and taking pictures.
Alright, so you're gathering your evidence. And about this point, you will hear a low hiss and a growly voice. Long way, partner. Hard to believe you all came this way.
Wait, someone's speaking to us?
Yes. A voice
by
you
the way,
haven't heard before.
If there's a
Echoing.
battle, you're showing us right now the city map with the orange tunnels on it. That's the map I'm on.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, good. Well, so we hear a voice from the shadows.
Yes.
Interesting.
Afraid this might be the end of the line for all of you.
No, I'm pretty sure. I'll just respond. I'm pretty sure this continues for quite a way, but thank you for advising us, person.
You're a cheeky one, aren't you?
Let's see, pretty much is.
I have my druthers.
Well, I'm afraid there's not much help you'll get down here. Man, it'd be a shame if just rocks fell right now. The voice seems to be coming from all directions, by the way. Much like above, these holes seem almost as if they were designed to echo and obfuscate where music or noise or voices are coming from.
Yeah, acoustics down here are terrible. Well, sir, we're busy people, so either make good on your threat and end our lives immediately, or, speak your piece and be gone. Yeah, either way, we won't waste your time.
That's not fun. I thought you guys were gonna beg for your life or something. It's a bunch of service workers down here bringing this kind of attitude here.
Well, the city's about to be doomed. The creature of Willow Springs is coming to devour and destroy all. Your threat sounds kind of pale and feeble in comparison. I mean, no offense.
Oh yeah, I think I heard something about that. Some witch came down here, said they were gonna do something like that.
Wait, did you say witch?
Yeah, of course.
I'd say a meaner word.
I'm liking you more and more.
Who is this witch?
Well, it sounds like you got history, and it sounds like I should care. So it definitely sounds like I can't let you go any further. What a shame for you all.
Huh? Did you make a compact with this woman to thwart us from saving the city?
Well, some friends of my superiors did, I suppose. I have some vague orders to not let anyone pass by my notice. Unless you're saying otherwise.
We need to continue down.
Well, consider this. Imagine if you ended other people's lives on what were just big orders and suggestions. Such a thought would dog you and make your nights sleepless. Soon you'd have bags under your eyes and the anxiety and sort of other gastronomical disorders that attend with insomnia. Better to spare us and let us go.
I don't know. I am kind of hungry.
Oh, well, we still have some of the jerky and nuts if you want some of that.
I don't know. I think that scrawny one there looks best.
You'll have to be more specific. Says the giant buff superheroine.
Keep telling yourself that.
The one with wings there.
Try it.
No, I'm afraid these
Spicy.
terms are not acceptable. My friends are, well, first of all, they're stringy and nervous, which would make them chewy and not very delectable. Secondly, they pursue lives of debauched hedonism and thus are full of tobacco and alcohol and other sorts of things detrimental to your health.
Zach is
you
just
sure
gonna,
we can't-
gonna give Claudia a look.
No, I'm just no selling it. Consider once again that we have like nuts and dried figs, which are not only healthy but contain like valuable things such as salt and minerals that you would need.
Nah, I need some meat. Some real meat.
Well, we're in an impasse because
What?
we cannot offer you any of those things.
And I can't let you go if you're gonna go and bother the Blessed Witch of Gamagen. Well, I suppose it's been nice knowing you then.
Well,
You can still run away anytime that you like. You
Yes.
only have a few more seconds, one more step.
So noted.
Sounds like you're bluffing.
I'm not bluffing.
No, it's like I'm talking to him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
don't be
bluffing.
bluffing.
Who
Yeah.
said I was bluffing? I dare you. Anything could come out of any of these. I've been preparing my trap for ages, waiting for it to go off. Just
Wait,
give it a try.
Oh, crap! So
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
not. So you don't need. So you're not going to do it yourself.
Well,
why would I do that? Now,
I'm
I'm not well acquainted with whatever guns you got there, but that looks like a really big drum. And I don't think I've ever seen a gun with a drum that large in someone's hands. I'm
I
gonna
wanna
take a
confer-
hard pass on that, partner.
I'm going to confer with my colleagues here and says, okay, what we might want to take this guy at face value. He may have booby trapped the cavern, which is not an unreasonable assumption. And we also make a lot of noise, which means he might not actually be in line of sight of us. So we really should be searching for booby traps. Plus, also it's an opportunity to photograph things.
Okay, I search for traps.
Okay.
I have sabotage, which is the ability to search for traps. Does anybody
Okay,
else?
you search for traps then. I'll try to. I'll talk to this guy. Good morning.
All
right.
I have decent observation.
Why don't you guys assist me and we'll pool our successes together?
That is
Alrighty.
correct. So this is going to be a test of mind, craft, and observation.
I unfortunately do not have any craft dice, so it's just going to be my observation there.
I technically have craft dice. I think.
Good question. I mean, you know your character, so you tell.
I'm sorry. I notice I have a D12 here, but it doesn't go.
Oh,
It
that's
might
in
be with photography.
That's in photography. It's not in trap finding.
Okay. So that doesn't technically count. Only
Well, you do still have eyes, at least.
observation. It is.
Yeah. Is anyone here a team player?
Unfortunately.
Yes.
All right, so that looks like 2 assists to Zechariah then, or
I think Claudia is leading here.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm the lead on this, and so that's 4 successes. Unless he's the world's greatest booby trap guy, we found this stuff.
He is definitely not. In fact, these are maybe almost amateurish, and you get a sense that maybe they almost entirely rely on the fact that someone might have a not so great light source. There's a few pit traps which you can, in fact, kind of skirt around. They don't take up the entire width of your pathway. There are rocks strung up to the ceiling that do drop as you kind of tempt and step forward. And you even see a very sturdy metal wire strung up over a small gap that you would have to jump that is connected to an old revolver.
To an old revolver, like a rusted one.
Yes.
Wow. We take photos of all of this, because this is, important to our mission.
Mhm.
Let's examine the revolver. It might have some information on how long this guy's been down here.
Hey, don't you touch that.
Oh, you can see.
Or wait,
well, it-
no. I got one better for you. Touch it, put it up to your head, and then pull the trigger for me.
It's not
And
yours.
why on earth would we do that?
I'll make it real easy on me.
Yeah, I try to find where the source of the sound is coming from. Maybe I can yell back at them.
But you go ahead and pick up the gun, and it has a date sometime in the 1800s. I don't have a specific
Well, it's
date for
probably
make
like
and
a
models,
Colt.
unfortunately.
Yeah, it's probably like a rim fire or a pin fire. It's like, yeah, this I could easily recognize it as an antique, but not the era. Well,
Right, it is definitely an antique.
well, he's obviously within line of sight, so it's only a matter of time before I say in a loud voice, it's only a matter of time before he messes up and one of us sees him and thus gives him the just desserts he so richly deserves with our repeating firearms.
Given your previous success on tests to observe and notice traps, you definitely can tell that there has been a lot of noise and dust, and you even occasionally catch the slightest glimmer of something in some of the holes that are closer to the ceiling, as if someone is perhaps crawling around in tunnels that he dug specifically for these purposes.
I think I
He is rather
Gotcha.
well guarded and does not expose himself willingly.
Oh, that's pretty crazy. Who brought dynamite?
I mean, I could possibly try and collapse the tunnels with PK, but that could be extremely dangerous.
No, I don't want to waste your magical power. If only you brought mustard gas.
James, in your bag, by the way, since it's been a while, there is in fact a singular stick of dynamite.
Oh dear.
Why are you carrying a singular stick of dynamite?
it must have
And
been
it
from
has a
one of
small
our previous-
note. Thought you might need this. Your friend Martin.
My anarchist friend.
Well, it's modern dynamite, so it's not sweaty, right?
Not that I can tell.
Good, because sweaty dynamite's bad.
Yeah, you're an
Mhm.
explosives expert, right? Now hang on now. You don't go flashing that around.
Well, in any event, yeah. So it's a harmless centurion down here who specializes in traps. We got some nice wire out of it.
Oh, come on. It took me ages to find the wire like that. It's stainless steel.
And it's ours now.
Could at least one of y'all die?
No, don't really feel like
Well,
it.
check back in 50 years.
I'll be ready when you get back. And as you sort of pass like by or under his hole, he gives you each and every one of you a personal fuck you, and you, and you, and especially you. Get out of here.
Lovely
Yeah, I'm
fellow.
actually like somewhat after all these other threats. It's like, wow, so far the underworld. I thought the subterranean world would be full of perils and stuff, but the city's way more dangerous than this place is.
It's almost rather soothing, isn't it? No one's honking their car horns or making a mess or starting fires or asking
just
for you
wanna
to rate their papers first or
I just want to
anything.
carve a big underground complex and like park a car in it and maybe put a trophy room in here where I have like a giant penny on display or something.
Yeah, it seems like hardly anyone would bother you, right? I guess this place isn't so bad after all. Maybe I was just being overly worried as a young professor.
Well, we haven't gotten to the open caverns danger many things lurk part.
Oh, we won't be going anywhere near there.
Well, that's good.
As long as we continue on this, I believe this should intersect with the tunnels that lead to the main temple. And of course, you all will walk for several hours more. And I would love to see another independent observation check out of people.
Okay.
Because, of course, as you go, the caverns will echo and rumble, and
Oof.
rocks move sometimes in the
That's
distance,
not
and
good.
the earth shakes constantly. even the smell becomes distracting from cool and warm dirt to something more pungent. It
Alas, my
goes on
favorite
for
use.
hours.
That was a horrible roll.
Alas,
Wow.
my favorite use for observation is not underground, but crime.
Yeah,
and
unfortunately,
my-
there's not much of a criminal element here today.
yeah, and unfortunately, mine is for shadowing people. So
My, I,
Fortunately, James and Claudia, you do both have flashlights, not just random lanterns or anything of the kind.
Well, no, we would actually be using the lanterns because we're saving the flashlights.
Okay.
But we're skilled observers, and I didn't roll my danger sense, so
That is true. You can roll your danger sense as well if you'd like.
definitely would like. So I have 2.
Perfect.
I would like to burn, because I'm a nice guy, I'm going to burn one of my successes to assist Ender.
Wonderful.
yay, thank you.
You put
Ender,
on
you
an
can roll-
arm
Yeah,
to
Ender,
keep
you can roll a bonus D8.
to keep
Okey-dokey.
Zechariah from stepping out towards possible danger.
Well, it's in
God,
my journal where I'm constantly putting in there that I'm vigilant, but apparently I wasn't vigilant enough.
God dang.
And unfortunately, you are just a moment too late. As you get sight around a corner, a hulking dark form, a giant of a creature. Its scent putrid. Thick, fat, black worms crawl around its surface and cause it to shimmer. In a giant, meaty hand is a dull, rusted cleaver meant for livestock. And
Ew.
it's lumbering down that hallway around the corner. And each step causes dust to fall from the cavern. What do you
And
do?
somehow this snuck up on Ender. We will never stop ribbing you over this.
It's as if the sounds echoed throughout the entire cavern, and then he turned a sharp corner.
Well, does it get the drop on Ender? Does it attack him or something?
It does not immediately, but it is about to physically bump directly into Zechariah.
Oh, well, am I close enough to protect him?
Would you like to?
Well, yes, I'm a...
Okay, what are you doing? Just intercepting?
Yeah, I would say, look out! And, like, shove him out of the way.
Okay, you look out and shove him out of the way, and instead you get bumped by this strange, squishy creature.
Yeah, maggot-infested creature with a mattock. What does it do to me?
It is going to react because as soon as it feels something up against it, it swings its cleaver. And I am going to go ahead and roll some quick body and melee. It has rolled 2 successes. One is an 11. How would you like to respond? You can still dodge this. Or counter it.
I could, but I have to counter.
Okay.
I came all this way underground so I can punch giant... Oh, so close!
It has far more momentum than your fist does, and it comes in sweeping to lop your arm off instinctively.
So that's 1 success, and what's his damage bonus?
Plus 2, so that is 3 damage total.
All right. I will soak 1 of that and become panicked. Ah!
Ah! All right. And I will go ahead and ask. I will go ahead and put this to Hero's turn then. We are in a abstract state of concept fight
Guys,
here.
I am panicked, so I can't attack unless someone rallies me.
Zach will attempt to rally Claudia. There we go. 1 success.
All right.
And
you
what's
are
your
no
second
longer
action?
afraid.
Guard, run away,
Yeah,
attack?
Zach is probably going to guard.
All right.
Well, you're a big nasty fellow, aren't you?
He sure is.
Yeah, I am going to have to Oh, I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna aim and punch the thing.
Okay.
Pick on someone your own size.
It turns out a big cleaver isn't great for countering. So he is going to dodge. Does so with a 7, screening out most of your dice.
Well, that's still a hit. So that's still a 3-point uppercut.
And this is with your supernaturally empowered knuckles.
It sure is.
All right, it is going to go ahead and tap 2 soaks in order to survive that. And you can hear it screech out in a rage, a supernatural shrill noise that is unlike any most of you have heard before, except for Claudia.
I've heard that noise
Claudia,
before.
you've heard this noise before in the dying breath of this strange creature that attacked you in the library when you first met Dante and the others.
Oh, wow. There might be more of these things. Anyway, anytime you guys want to open up with that atomic gun's fine by me.
Yeah, we're on it. We're on it. And I did not pull up their sheet yet, but I sure will. Let me go ahead and do that. Where are we? We were looking at not the university right now. Where's? Gosh dang it! Where's the cult? I lost the cult, everybody. Just disappeared.
Here's there. Just look harder.
Oh, here we go. It was under this tab.
No,
All right, so they have Tommy guns. They have speed, mind, shooting, and ammo. So they are set up for speed, mind, shooting, and I will roll ammo separately here in a second. Once I double check what it is. Yep, it is a D8 because they are also conservationists. So that is 5, 5, and 5. And the giant hulking monster is going to, of course, attempt to dodge it. And does so because everything they rolled is a 5. Well, that's okay. There's 2 of them. The second one has 4, 6, and a 7. This crazy monster has 4s. So that is 2 successes on top of 2 damage. So that is 4. It is reduced by 2 because it is a supernatural entity. And this time I will remember to actually have it soak. It takes no damage from mortal weaponry, everybody run. These 2 behind you unload as many bullets as they can with discipline and accuracy, and they just splatter against these worms. They start shedding off, and black matter just flows onto the ground. But this thing is unfazed by a hail of bullets. Ken Knight, meanwhile, looks at this and goes, I don't think this is going to work out. Wait, it's an underground creature. It doesn't seem to have eyes. And that's going to be his turn. James, what are you doing?
guarding.
All right. And the Zeta members are going to be protecting Knight. That leaves the ogre directly adjacent to Claudia, who can't help but keep reaching her hands out at it. So he's going to go ahead and roll to swing that giant weapon at you again and state its blood frenzy.
Jab!
It is a tie.
That is a tie! Well, screw you, take 3 points of damage.
And you can take 2.
I will soak one of those and become panicked again.
It soaks 1 and will have to tap something else. Does its frenzy soak recover before or after we resolve this?
You hit me, so it recharged.
And then he'll tap it again. He's
Yeah.
in a monster's frenzy.
That's one of the problems with things in frenzies. You can't keep tying because they're going to outlast you.
That is correct. So it has basically put all of its energy into trying to hit you, and it'll also go ahead and guard, so that more bad things don't come for it.
Don't
Rise
like it
of
so much when a
Heroes.
real hero shows up to soften you up, do ya?
Kent Knight is looking at a tunnel and going, we could run this way, I think. And he's going to run down there with 2 of the Zetas.
Come back here, you cowards!
I don't think I want to tussle with that thing. Best of luck. So that leaves Claudia. You're point blank with this thing. What do you want to do?
Someone needs to rally me. I'm panicked again.
Zechariah goes ahead and goes, and he successfully rallies you.
Wow, is that enough for focus? That's enough for focus.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
And Zechariah, what are you going to do with your second?
Definitely guard.
Wonderful.
That's guard, aim, and punch.
Excellent.
Great. You got this. Just cheer me on there. Just say something cheerleading.
It's like, punch it out, Claudia. I've seen you take down bigger.
Ah, crap. Come on, roll like ass.
Well, it does have a guard dice right now. Well, it's screened out your five. You get
3 point. That's a 3-point hit. Magic, you bastard.
no. I'll take one of it. And now it has to tap something else. It's gonna tap Hurt Soak. You have done some clear damage to it, and you can see after punching through some of this mass, there's nothing on the inside.
You see, it's full of nothing.
It is an empty, terrifying hole, merely a husk that holds a hive of these things.
Don't you guys have any magic weapons or anything, or do I have to fight this thing solo?
Zechariah does, but he keeps trying to help you.
Well, that's also true. Well, I almost got
James.
this, so.
Are you just guarding again?
Yep.
All right, you are guarding. Cat Knight is looking at you and like nudging his head and trying to go this way. Come on, come on.
We got this.
No, you don't. Come on.
Well,
If they
fine.
can-
I've seen
just
Claudia
later.
take down much
Yeah.
scarier things than this.
James, take a picture before. Take a picture. It'll last longer than this guy will.
Okay.
You're all insane. They say
I
I
was
was
thinking
raising
survived this
pricing
long.
children.
I didn't come all the way to the center of the earth to be chased by an empty bag.
I got chased by a rock monster. Okay.
And of course, the soldiers are far more disciplined. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll their Tommy guns now. I hope you enjoy being in the line of fire, by the way.
Not really, but
Oh, I gotta have this sheet open too. The big thing can only dodge it, and he does not seem to screen anything out. That is a 4 and a 3, so that's 2 hits plus 2. That's 4. Coming down to 2 again, because it is a weird supernatural creature with no internal organs to severely damage. And that is at least... Oh, that's 2 successes. I have a small bug. I'm going to refresh, and then do the second volley. So far, it is not looking like a bunch of guns are actually very useful against this thing, which is a shame. And I'm going to go ahead and preemptively roll this while I
yeah, they're
also...
wasting a lot of ammo on it.
Good question. Did that last D8 on either of them actually... Oh, yep. Yeah, one of them has actually used up a bit of ammo and has ascended to a D6. The second one, however, is rolling better. Let's go ahead and get that sheet back up. We have our former soldier here, and we have our terrifying monster here. And the terrifying monster says he can't dodge at all. That is 4 successes plus 2 damage. It is going to try to soak it. And it turns out a ton of bullets will eventually do some damage. That is 3. This large thing will now have to go ahead and tap its monstrous and its winded soak. Not only has it gone reeling and taken several steps back under the continued barrage of bullets from these trained gunmen behind you, it also is starting to look more and more like a completely unsound structure that is ready to collapse at a moment's notice, but for the surface keeping it barely intact. It is not incredibly frightening anymore. However, it still wants to murder you. So let's go ahead and go back to that. I believe that is all the good guys who have gone,
Yep.
and now it's its turn.
You want some of this?
Yep, it's going to go ahead and use its terrifying strength to attack you, and I believe that is... Gosh dang it, I got this bug again where I can't actually read my rolls.
Well, I hover the mouse over it, and it says you rolled 2s. I have rolled an 8, a 9, a 6, a 5, and a 5. That is a 6-point jab.
I don't think, even if it could resist with its supernatural powers, that it could survive this. Would you like to fully describe how you obliterate this thing with a punch?
Well, you said it's kind of like a meat bag with nothing inside of it, so I assume that it lunges at me, and I assume that I'll just hit it in the midsection, and it will lose all coherence and collapse into a pile of quivering maggots.
Absolutely it does, and this pile of quivering maggots will begin to spread and zoom out to the walls of the cavern and dive into those small holes to hide and not be seen by you again.
And when the other people that see us, you'll just see James try to clean the camera off the get the maggots off the camera.
Ah, damn! Actually, went through too many bullets in the drum here. I'm only down to 40.
That's all right. That was good shooting, man. If it wasn't for your concentrated fire in its center of mass, we might not have been able to defeat it. But if we do see another one, they're not apparently worth it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add giant cleaver blade to my trophy list here.
Are you sure you want to take that thing? Looks disgusting.
It's a trophy. Why wouldn't we take it?
Well, suit yourself, I guess. I don't take any of the maggots home as pets either.
Yeah, I'm not taking the maggots home.
Yeah. All right. So you have successfully defended from this. And you catch up with Kent Knight within a few minutes of walking. And he turns to you and goes, "Oh, hey, you guys are still alive. That's good."
So what was that?
Hell if I know. I've never seen anything like that.
Whatever it is, bullets can kill it.
Oh, that's comforting to know. I guess the true terror is man all along. And he shrugs. Well, I think a little bit further and we can set up a camp for the night. There must be somewhere safe we can stay here. And a lot of you will go ahead and prepare another camp. It has been a full day of marching. 2 days down, and you still aren't even at the temple, but it is all exactly as planned. Meanwhile, Edmund,
Yes.
you have been stuffed in the closet. You're tired, you've had a nap, and you're rudely awoken when you hear screeching outside the door of, like wood scraping against stone as someone is pushing something. The door flies open, blinding you with light for a moment, as several people come in and swipe Three Eyes out from the closet. "Hey, where are we going? You got work to do. We're putting you to work." "I hate work." "Well, you'll have to live with it." Meanwhile, as two of them are dragging Three Eyes away, one of them will actually go ahead and toss a package at you, and it looks like a Saran wrapped sandwich.
I'll say thanks, guys. Take the food.
Yeah, breakfast is a little light. That won't last much longer, so we're getting rid of it first. I can get you some water if you want, but that's about all.
Okay, anything is good, man. Thank you.
Here, let me go ahead and get a cup for you. And he'll close the door, go out, and when he returns, he'll have a cup of water for you as well.
I'll ask him, how is it out there? Everything going okay?
Well, so far so good. Osborne's done her thing. I don't think anything here wants to hurt us right now. And that thing is gonna do its thing. I guess it's like half the key to all this, or something. I have no idea how this is supposed to work. Osborne just says it will. I guess there's something broken down here.
Broken?
I mean, it's this big, huge Hulking pyramid thing. Something's got to be broken, right? Guess it's something important? Yeah, you gonna eat all that?
I'll put it in half and give him a half.
Ah, thanks. I only got like so many of these sandwiches left. It's gonna be like hardtack and jerky from here on.
Some life, huh?
Hey, I've done stakeouts before, and it is awful misery. You don't even get anything to eat unless you want to miss something. But at least it's followed by like 10 seconds of intense action and then running away. So pays
Fair
out
enough,
in the
fair
end.
enough. Do you guys need help? I partnered with a little guy before, and he's not exactly reliable.
I figure we're just gonna strong arm into doing it. He'll do it. I think Osborne maybe has some sort of plan or something to keep it in line or do what it wants, but he shrugs.
I hear you.
I definitely don't trust the little goblin thing. Who knows what it's gonna do?
He stole my car and wrecked it, so yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, after we
First of
rescued
all,
him,
that thing can drive?
he wrecked it, so no.
Well, hell. Uh, well, down one car, I guess. I'm surprised he managed to sleep the whole night without strangling it.
Oh, that's the first thing I did when I saw him.
Oh, right, we left off on that last time, didn't we? Yeah, well, as long as you don't kill it too quickly or anything, I guess your friends are probably going to come for you eventually, right?
That's the plan.
Oh, good. This whole ransom's going to work out great then. You'll get to go back to your friends, Osborne will get her gem, everyone will be happy, and I'll get whatever reward I'm going to get.
Again, you know my friend's history. Do you really want to go against them? Because they don't exactly tie people up. They kill.
Hey, who said I'm gonna go against them? I'm gonna do a fair exchange, and then we'll all have a nice, peaceful parting of ways, and no one will shoot anyone or anything.
Again, I know my people. They're not that type.
I mean, you say that, but they might change their minds pretty quickly with a gun to your head.
They use me as bait.
I mean, if you're saying you're worthless, I'm still gonna give it a shot. That's what Osborne said, but, hell, some friends. I mean, at least expect my buddies to, like, make an attempt, or at least distract, someone if I got kidnapped. But, well, I mean, if friends are gonna be like that, we do at least have a nice little ace in the hole.
Oh,
Yeah. Osborne calls it like a palace servant or something, but it's just a huge freaking monster.
well, that's not
Apparently,
good.
apparently what I heard from one of the people working with her before, they had another one of these at some point. Huh, why do they have two now? Where'd that one go?
Are they breeding them?
Breeding them. I don't need that picture in my head. I don't need it at all. I don't wanna No, I don't think they do that. Maybe it's some more magic nonsense.
Gotcha.
Yeah, maybe they create it or something. What do you think?
Is there anything I can roll to see if I know?
Well, I mean, Oh, well, I'm gonna, like, guard out from here for a bit. everyone's going to be busy, so I get the comfy chair for a bit.
Fair enough. Stay safe out there.
Sure will, sure will. Just don't try getting out of here or nothing. And he'll go ahead. He'll close the door again, leaving you once again in darkness. And you can hear the sound of wood screeching against stone again, and something has definitely been pushed in front of the doorway.
Very interesting.
And you can sort of hear, even through this door, someone walking a short distance and taking a seat and giving a big, heavy sigh.
I just sit here alone eating my half sandwich.
Yeah. Is there anything you're going to try today?
Nothing really I can do. I mean, the doors, you said with steel or something? Or
It definitely sounds like someone put something in front of the door to block it.
but the door itself, what like material is it made out of?
The door is made out of stone. It seems like it swings pretty easily. It's not a problem in and of itself, and it doesn't have a lock.
Gotcha. So I gotta wait for him to walk away to do anything. Noted.
So
But
you're
for
going
right
to
now,
sit patiently and listen then.
exactly, until he moves away or something so I could try to get out.
Okay, why don't you roll me a mind observation check?
Sure. I gotta get out the dice for this, sorry.
All good. Do. Yeah, just a nice little closet for you. It's okay, you can just stay here forever. That is 2 successes. Over the course of the day, you will in fact hear him stepping out at least once.
Do I hear anything as to why he's stepping out, or is he just stepping out?
He appears to be, stepping out of the room, and you can hear a door open and then close.
Alright, time to do some strength.
Okay, so you would like to try to open the door then, wouldn't you?
Push it, yeah.
Okay, so why don't you go ahead and roll me body athletics?
Sure.
And I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to do this.
Mind if I pop my personality determined?
I mean, you can decide to do that post roll.
Okay.
And I'm going to drag you out
Ouch.
here. You are right here. That is not enough. You will bang against it trying to open it. And you will hear the sound of footsteps. What do? Do you try again?
No. I'm gonna see what happens with the footsteps.
Alright. You can hear someone approaching, and you can hear someone, bang against the door. Hey! Hey, cut that out!
I kind
Don't
of
make us get the
messed up.
ropes again.
Hey man, I kind of messed up back here. I dropped my bucket. It's all over the floor. Can I at least get like a towel or something?
Towel?
Anything, please?
There's this really expensive antique-looking rug here. Hold up a second, and you'll hear, of course, the screeching of wood against stone, and
One
the door
question.
will open up again.
Is this the same guy I'm talking to, or a different voice?
It is a different voice entirely. And he's gonna open the door, and he's gonna go ahead and pull out a rug, and he's just gonna start sliding it in. Yep, here you
Yep.
go. Yep.
As soon as that happens, I'm gonna close the door and attack.
You're going to close the door and then attack. He's not
Yes.
entering the room.
Okay, what's he doing?
He is
How
at exactly this distance. Do you see the map?
Yes.
Okay, so he is right there. So if you're going to engage in hostilities, you can go ahead and do 2 actions, and he will go ahead and roll initiative to see if he gets focus and his weapon.
Sure.
These are actually Osborne's gangsters. They will roll initiative. If it shows up. Hey, there we go. So he will, in fact, have a weapon in his hand.
While giving me the rug?
As soon as you start making movements, he will be readied with a weapon.
I mean, hey, I'm just trying to get the rug, man. Seriously.
Well, you said you were going to do and engage in hostilities, so he prepared for it, and he's holding up the gun at you and going, step on back.
I'm just trying to help you with the rug.
Step
You want to do it
on
all on your own?
back against the wall. Are you going to do anything with your other action?
If I can, I'm going to try to boot rush him.
Okay, you can go ahead and try to make a grapple check if that's what you're after, I think.
Sure.
So you moved and will try to grapple him. He will, of course, attempt to counter you.
Of course.
And he's going to do it with a gun. So I'm going to go ahead and give him a roll. And you are looking to beat a 4.
Gotcha. What would you like me to roll?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if you're rolling a grapple check, if you have the ability to do that, I would have to pull the book again because I have that open right now.
Sorry.
Do Urban Jungle, the book. I believe it should probably be something along the lines of body, speed, and fighting. Or at least that's what I think right now. I will double check it. And you really should be looking up moves if you're going to use them too. But let's see. Attack and defense, attack methods. Oh, there is in fact a bum rush option.
There we go.
It is body and fighting.
Gotcha.
You
No
will
fighting,
damage
so
him,
let's see.
shove him, and you will be able to do an escape.
Hey, got him.
Ooh, okay. So you successfully do 1 point of damage to him as he shoots enough to lose some ammunition. He is going to go ahead and roll soak. He has body, and he's got a single bit of endurance. Soaks nothing, and then will become panicked. He is suddenly very worried as you rush past him. And I will go ahead and reveal more of this room. Okay. So you have made him panicked. He did not close this doorway here, and you can see it is actually illuminated right now. There's a lantern sitting in that hallway, giving it light. He is going to go ahead and start by just moving away. Oh, let me go ahead and turn the grid off, now that I don't need it anymore. Boop. There we go. And then he's going to go ahead and go for a bigger run. He's going to run all the way out here. So, he is a big coward, and he's leaving. Rise good guys. What you gonna do?
Run.
Okay, go ahead and choose. You have the open map. If you are just going to go ahead and do a run stunt, you can just move 30 at your
Okay.
pleasure. He is also reeling now because of that.
Here's my 30.
Okay, and I will reveal more of this hallway to you. As you can see here, it goes on for some distance. However, it only gets darker. Man, can I not? Oh, right, the grid's not enabled anymore, so I can't do that. There we go. So you can see that it does appear to have a turn up ahead. And it also continues deeper. However, you do not have a light in your hand. If you went ahead and did the run, you are now reeling.
Yep, I'm a reeler.
All right. He is also going to recover. He's going to go ahead and move closer to this door, and he is banging and yelling, "He's escaping! He's escaping!" And you can hear the sounds of people shuffling and moving around. It is your turn.
I'm going to go left.
Okay, go ahead and move as far as you like. You recover from reeling, and you could do another run stunt, move another 30.
There we go.
All
That's my turn.
right. You can see a bit of light is coming from this hallway over here right now. And you can hear the sound of stone scraping ahead of you. Behind you, you hear other sounds, which are not nearly as fun. As you see pale, gaunt figures in the hallway behind you starting to give chase. And you can hear the shrill voice of Osborne. "Find him! I need him! I need him! He's my bargaining chip! Get him!" And it'll be your turn again.
I am going forward.
Okay. Oh, let me go ahead and reveal this right here, too. This is a small corridor that leads to this, the door. So you're going to continue forward. How far forward are you going to go?
As much as I can.
Are you going to take this turn where there is light, or are you just
Yes.
going to proceed into the darkness?
Into the darkness, because light means people.
Okay. As you were running past it, of course, you will hear a deep voice that you sort of remember saying, "Come here. This way."
Oh. I will go that way because I got nothing else to do.
Okay. And if you choose to go that way, you will see the badger.
Oh my god.
He is holding open what looks to be an incredibly thick and heavy stone door, and you can hear it creaking and everything around it shaking as he is holding it open with one hand and looking at you. You have one chance.
Screw it, I'm taking it.
All right. And you will head in there.
Yes.
And once you are inside, this token's really big. He will close it again, and I will unreveal that area. You hear the sounds of pursuit as the door closes, and a female voice screeching, "Where is he? Find him! He can't have gotten far. He's nowhere. He took this turn. Wait, that door? I thought it didn't open. Well, I guess someone opened it, but who?" And you can hear banging on it. "Get back here! Get back here! Open up this right now, or we'll kill you!" And Sikovac is just kind of looking at you and shaking his head. "They will never. Door's broken."
Thanks for saving me my scale, man.
Is not for you. Osborne did not follow through. Has not yet. So now I have insurance. Welcome. There is no escape here, by the way. Unless you can open that door. This area actually appears well lit. It's as if he has gone through and lit up this area specifically for him. Nothing else is here, though. Not much food, though. So, I hope your friends are coming soon.
Oh yes, of course. They're on their way.
I'll do as you wish. And he'll just go ahead and stroll back up here. I wouldn't head outside. I think she will kill you this time. And he's actually going to go ahead and take a left here And you can hear the sound of him opening up a door.
I'm following him.
Okay. I will illuminate over here. There is, of course, this door here. This, and you will see through the open doorway, Sigovek is returning to a pentagram drawn in blood on the ground. It appears as if he has been busy with it. Behind him is a large glowing object. It glows a bright purple, and it flickers on and off as if a shimmering pool of water was there one moment and then gone the next. He's also broken.
You know how to fix it?
No. This what Osborne supposed to do. But it is destiny. It will happen. I but have to wait. Just do not bother me. I am busy awaiting destiny and the woman in black.
It'll take a minute to take it all in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna probably move to the corner, relax. Probably huffing and panting from all the running.
In the
All the
corner of the
adrenaline,
room
I
is,
think.
of course, lots of offerings. Let me scroll ahead and to the description of the rest of this room, since I have to split this up a little bit. Let's see. Machine, flickering, humming. Yep. The machine is also definitely making a lot of humming noise, as unlike any machine you've ever heard before. Around it are offerings of shiny metal coins, rotted meat, and other debris. There's probably enough random coins and valuable metal here to make you incredibly rich.
I think I have enough sense not to touch altar offerings. Plus, I got Claudia, so I'm good.
Yeah, so you just kind of skitter into the corner.
Right.
Is there anything you'd like to do?
Is there any weapons by chance that might have like passed? I see a couple of things, but they're just placeholders. So
In this pile of offerings, there's actually like a few very ceremonial looking daggers which are covered in rust. And some very large, heavy metallic things that you're pretty sure are weapons and have weapon-like reach. They're also rusted.
make the tetanus shot or something. I'll take one of them.
All right, so you just sort of take it in your hand, and what you gonna do?
Just rest. You know, word of people coming, what have you.
Yeah, you do hear some noise, but it definitely is very muffled, as if tons and tons of stones surround you. The place is eerily quiet except for the large badger and his breathing as he takes a knife, bleeds out into a bowl, and then begins using it to reinforce his little ritual circle.
I'm just gonna raise my brow at it and just watch him. Nothing else to do, really. You know.
Yeah, you have nothing else to do, even as he starts taking off his shirt to continue his preparations.
I am going to slowly make my way out.
Yes, leave me alone. Close the door.
Okay.
And you close the door on him and leave him to his devices.
Yeah.
This got weird.
Yes. As you are leaving, you can see him using more of his own blood to draw ritual markings upon himself. Leaving you in this lit but sort of empty corridor with a rusted weapon of some kind.
It's nondescript. Are these doors here?
Yes, they are.
Can I peek or see if they're open?
They are in fact very openable. And in here you see what looks like a bedroom. It doesn't look like this room has been used in a long while. Everything in here is rotted, including sheets, what you assume must have been mattresses and bed frames, and the skeletons in the corner, who appear to be in sort of a ritual pile of some kind, with at least one of them holding a dagger into its own chest, and several others around it on the ground dead and in pain.
Also all rusted, I assume.
Yes.
Into the frying pan, into the oven, huh?
Well, I mean, they aren't getting up and attacking you or anything, if that's what you're thinking.
I'm saying I got out of one method into another one.
Oh, absolutely.
I think at the
Over
start.
here is actually a very fancy looking altar. It's full of dust and doesn't appear to have been used, and of course, several things around the room are likewise rotted.